contest with a true spirit of sportsmanship. Tabor College is confident this will create a positive, competitive environment we can all take pride in and enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time I ask that you please rise for our opening prayer, followed by the playing of our national anthem.
Everybody, from wherever you may
Please
be.
pray with me.
We're back
Dear
again
Lord, thank you for this
here at Joel
afternoon.
Edgewain Stadium
Thank
for
you
a
for
rivalry
this beautiful game
matchup
of soccer
between
and for safe travels
Tabor
for
College
Bethel
and
College.
the
We
Bethel
ask
Freshers.
For
My name's Rory
watchful eye
Cameron,
over
and
all
I'm joined here
players,
by... I'll let
coaches,
you introduce yourself.
officials,
I'm
and fans
Caden
during
Wilson.
tonight's match.
And Caden's one of my very capable players,
In your name we pray.
much loved. So, it's not about us today. We're here to hopefully watch the Lady Jays get a win. First conference win of the season, and there's no better opportunity to do that, Caden, than
Not against a rivalry.
Oh, yeah. Bragging rights are at stake. And we'll get underway here with the lineups. For Tabor, we have making our first home conference game appearance of the season after coming back from a slight quad injury. We have Neve Mulrooney. And then we have number 6 captain, midfield maestro, Reagan King. And we have striker, transfer, Haley Rogers. Moving on, we have another captain for the Blue Jays, Taylor Nye, accompanied with Haven Deckinger, sophomore, and then freshman from St. Charles, Missouri, Haley Hilson, along with another captain for the Blue Jays, graduate student centre-back Mallory Pearson. With behind her, we have the offensive dynamite, Portia's Weifel, accompanied with experienced centre midfielder Sierra Boyer, and then new centre back for the team, Ashley Jimenez, and then last but by certainly no means least, an experienced centre back from Texas, Jasmine Ventura. So yeah, starting lineups are getting announced right now, and we will be underway here very, very shortly. Blue Jays unbeaten currently in conference play after picking up a 1-1 draw on the road against University of St. Mary, where on the balance of play, not to sound impartial, not partial here, but the Blue Jays definitely were the better team. We're just unable to find the winner after going a goal down.
I think that's something we've been seeing in a lot of the Lady Jays games. Just going in, definitely looks like they're possessing the ball a lot better, just not getting those scoring opportunities.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be about today. Taking those chances. Taking those chances. You know, because the old adage is, goals win you games. But the Blue Jays, despite that, the Blue Jays have been very, very solid defensively, allowing only 1 goal in conference play so far. But hopefully we can carry the same prowess from our defense and hopefully get some goals on the board. So yeah, the Blue Jays come into this game with an overall record of 4-1 and 2, and the Threshers coming all the way Newton, Kansas now, Jake, just down the road, coming with a record of 0-5 and 2. But you know, hopefully the Blue Jays will turn the tide and really, really kickstart their season with a convincing win here. Which would be nice, Caden, wouldn't it?
I think it would be really nice. I think it's going to be a great game.
It's always a close game between, you know, I think Tabor's biggest rivals in all sports, really, the big two are Mac and Bethel. So
I think that's just because how close they are. I mean,
well,
we're 30 minutes from both of them.
Yeah, I think the rivalry with Bethel goes a bit deeper than that. I think it's something from back in the day, and I something to do with churches. I'm not entirely sure. You know, we don't like to get into all the politics here, but I like to call this match El Churchico.
All right.
So, but Blue Jays now taking the field. Coaches Beatrice Rodriguez and Paola Moreno giving some last-minute instructions there to the players. And then we will be underway. I'm excited for this one. And we are underway here at Joel H. Wayne Stadium with Porsche's Weifel putting some early pressure on the Threshers' back line. Blue Jays stepping high, but Bethel do well to get out the initial press, and they're doing well to maintain possession. But that is a long ball picked up by Mallory Pearson, and then cut out again by Bethel here with number 7. Who plays a good forward ball into number 13, who shoots, and that's an early save from Neve Mulrooney.
Since Neve's been here, she's done a great job.
Oh, yes, fantastic. Fantastic job. Taylor Nye now tries to play it into Boyer, but too far in front. So the Threshers will get a throw in. I think the linesman's signalling for a foul throw in, but the ref's not seen it, but now he's seen it and has given it.
Gained about 10 yards on a throw-in.
Yep. Ventura up the line.
Going up.
Yeah. Bit of a hard one there for Zweifel to control with not much space. What is a thresher, Caden? You're from around here, and that is another foul throw-in.
You know, I'm not completely sure, but what it looks like, I think she's stepping up to the white line, thinking the white line is the bounds line. That's what it looks like as she's creeping up.
Yeah, well, that's easily done here at Joel H. Wayne Stadium. I've seen that. We've all seen that a fair few times. So easy mistake to make.
Yeah, I'm definitely not sure what a thrasher is. The cogs.
It's like a piece of farming equipment, right?
I think so.
Oh, there you go. Anyway, back to the action here. Blue Jays pinning Bethel back here.
Keeping it in that back corner,
but
trying to condense.
But they do well once again to get out the Blue Jay press.
Just swinging around the back end and trying to find some forward passes.
But Hilson finds herself on it now, and she's a good idea to reset, start again. Pearson on it now, finds Hilson. What can Hilson do? Plays it down the line, first time to Rogers, who lets it run. Zweifel back, and yeah, Zweifel did look to creep offside there. Linesman not playing any games today. And I think we're looking for a ball change. I think that ball might be flat.
We had one job.
Had one job. Not Taylor. Bethel now with a free kick. Plays it short. Fearing it now. Options. Looks to play forward. Jimenez tried to cut it out, but 14 manages to retain possession. But she passes it straight into the path of Deckinger, who's got space to run forward here. Beats one, using her pace. Plays a great ball into Zweifel. Can she get on the end of it? No, unfortunately she cannot. That was a good move, good flying move there from the Blue Jays.
So far it seemed pretty even match, but
yeah,
still a great run.
Still a great run. Bags of pace, Haven Deckinger has. Bethel now not wanting to play out, looking to go long. Goalkeeper goes long. Finds 18 out wide, drops it to 7. 7 now. Back to 5. 5 across, but that is a wayward pass into the path of Rogers. Rogers shoots, but that's comfortable save for the Bethel goalkeeper. Rogers didn't have a lot of time to take the shot. Did well to get it off. Good pass from the Bethel centre back into number 18. He plays it to 6. Bethel now marching forward into number 7, who skipped past Nye, but Deckinger did well to read it. Nye on it now. Back all the way back to Neve Mulrooney.
Just get a little reset. Swing it out.
Yeah. Pearson into Ventura with plenty of space. Big touch forward. Does well to find Deckinger in the space.
Great through ball.
And Zweifel was on a horse here, but unfortunately played a bit too far forward for Portia Zweifel. She's quick, but she ain't that quick. Blue Jays retain it. Bit of a short pass there from Nye, who was trying to find Boyer, but couldn't. Nye unfortunately loses out again to number 25 here, but Nye on her tail. Nye plays it into 13. He's going to take Ventura for a run. Beats her, but puts a half-decent ball in there. But Blue Jays retain it. Rogers now on the ball. Zweifel looks to be offside again. Yeah.
Just across the 50-yard line.
Yeah. Tried to stay in her own half, but strayed a bit too offside there. Seven on it now for Bethel. Tries to play a good forward pass. Oh, it's a good flicked on, headed to number 18 here.
Can we get in front of the ball?
And that's another easy save for Neve Mulrooney.
Looking to play long.
Mulrooney plays long. Forwards need to be gambling there on the missed header.
Should definitely be pressing all the way up for that.
Yeah,
you know.
Mulrooney's got a good kick, so Tabor should be playing higher. Number 7 goes past Nye. Number 7 on it now. Plays the pass a bit short. Picked off by King. Zweifel now with a player to beat. Good ball inside to King, but Beth will do well to cut it out. Number 7 on now to number 18, and they reset. The number 5. What can number 5 do? Plays to number 3. Number 3 with time and space to weigh up her options. Looks to play long, but number 14 and number 3 not on the same wavelength.
Looking for someone to throw to.
Not a lot of movement though.
No, there's not.
But
just going to go right back out of bounds.
Progress up the line.
Nothing wrong with that. Just kind of hoping someone would show on the backside. Just give her another option.
Yeah, but Bethel once again get the ball back.
They're going to play it back to the keeper and look to swing. Going with a long ball.
Looks to go long, but unfortunately no one was making the run. And Ventura, with time to weigh up her options, looks to go back. Finds Pearson.
Take a nice little reset back to Neve.
Yeah.
Neve's pretty trusted with her feet, so.
Yeah. Jimenez on it now with time and space. Finds Hilson, but Hilson unfortunately gives it out, but Jimenez finds herself on the ball again. He tries to play inside to Boyer, and Boyer gets it, plays it to Pearson. Oh, all the way back to Neve.
Same thing, just a nice little reset.
Now, Blue Jays not afraid to possess the ball here early on.
There's not a lot of movement right now.
Neve with another long ball. Controlled by Portia's shoulder. Nye on it now. Not a lot of options. Finds King. King down the line to Zweifel, but not perhaps where she was looking for it. 25 on it now, but cut out by Rogers. Rogers doing the defensive work. Known as a bit of an offensive maestro for the Blue Jays, but does not shy away from her defensive responsibilities. Blue Jays, I would say, with a decent amount of possession, but Neve being forced into 2 early saves here. Not a lot of runs forward from Bethel.
No, we're seeing a lot of good through balls from both sides.
Just like that, and hopefully Nye can get on the end of it. Unfortunately, she can't. But
it's been the story so far. Just
good look though from Reagan King.
Looks like the keeper is signaling for another long ball.
Yep.
There it is.
One by Deckinger into Nye tries to find Boyer but loses out. King steps in brilliantly, finds Rogers. What can Rogers do? Good ball inside to Deckinger. Deckinger, can she beat her man? Finds it out to Nye, who keeps it in.
We get
And Nye does well there to win the throw-in. Had two Bethel defenders on her, but did well to win something for the Blue Jays. And that's a bit of a wayward pass there from Zweifel, but Blue Jays could use this as an opportunity to keep the pressure high, keep Bethel in their own half.
looks like what we're looking to do here. Putting some pressure on the ball carrier.
Cut out by Ventura. Deckinger with space here, finds Nye into Zweifel, who miscontrols it. But
Goalkeeper's going to the far side. Goes for another long ball.
cut out by number 18, but that will be a Blue Jay throw-in deep into enemy territory.
That's right, that's right.
And Paolo there on the far side in the best shirt I've ever seen in football. 07-08. Or was it 08-09? Cristiano Ronaldo shirt. That makes me happy. I'm a big Man United fan. Anyway, back to the action here. Hilson into King. King, yeah, that looks to be a foul. But ref playing advantage. Nye finds herself on the ball. And that ball...
I don't know what happened there.
I think the ball got... She
caught
played
between the two of them?
Caught between the two of them. But yeah, referee playing advantage, kind of letting the game flow here, which isn't the worst thing in the world.
Still pretty early.
Yeah, it's still pretty early. Bethel looking to go long again.
Seems to be their play out of the back. It's a great goal kick. I mean,
She's got a decent goal kick, the Bethel keeper.
if I could kick like that, I might not be sitting in this booth for the next game.
Well, you do have a concussion, mate. Jimenez now on the ball. Plays it out to Hilson. Hilson now. Says, smell you later. To the Bethel defender, King on it now.
There's some great passes to each other. Just good little pings finding each other.
Unfortunately,
As I say that.
but the Blue Jays get it back. Blue Jays not afraid to play under pressure here, which, you know, is I would say definitely better than last year. I know.
I feel like last year was a lot of long balls to the other team.
Yeah. Mixing some new talent in with some familiar faces, and they seem to have gelled well together. And
The roster's looking pretty big this year.
yeah. A lot more depth for the Blue Jays this year, I'd say.
See how that on both teams, men's and women's.
But Deckinger on it now, finds a great through
ball
to Nye. Can Nye make the cross? But does well to win the corner. Some early offensive pressure with Sierra Boyer, senior from Wichita, over the corner. Whose sister Cassidy recently had ACL surgery, so we do wish her well. Hope she's doing good. There's a good ball in from Boyer. Headed out. Only finds Hilson with another good ball back in, and it goes
just over the top.
Just goes over the top of the bar.
It's the best run we've had at goal for the game.
Yeah.
Looks like we're going for another long ball.
Oh, keep readjusting the post. Appreciate it.
Can't be too safe in that aspect, I guess.
Yeah. And that, yeah, that's straight out of bounds, and the Blue Jays get the ball back. Nye on it now. Time and space finds Rogers with good hold-up play, and that looked to be a foul, but the referee doesn't give it. And Bethel away here, but Hilson with good defending. But unfortunately, Bethel somehow retained the ball, but give it straight back to the Blue Jays.
Just staying on it.
Yeah.
Just attack the ball.
Doesn't give up.
Get a little reset and
Boyer.
see if we can't bounce it around in our half for a little bit.
Boyer out to Ventura, finds Nye. What can Nye do? Plays inside to Boyer again. Finds Ventura. Ventura back to Pearson. Pearson not taking any chances, clearing forward. Was under a bit of pressure there, so perhaps did the right thing. Bethel throwing now to number 5. Number 5. Bethel not afraid to ping it round the back here with 16, the best number in soccer. Tries to find a through ball, but cut out Ventura, and really good composed play to find Jimenez, who sprays it out to Hilson. Hilson looking at for our options. King now on the inside with a good switch ball to Nye.
Just can't get her foot on it.
Can't get a foot on it. That was a good idea. Good idea there from the Blue Jays.
They've got to take some chances, take some risks, or otherwise, I mean, we're not going to advance up the field very well.
Don't take risks, what are you doing? And that's another
Blue Jay throw in.
Blue Jay throw in.
Pretty deep into the opponent's third. Attacking third.
Yep. Nine now finds Zweifel, who does brilliantly. Says smell you later to the Bethel defender, and that was a good cut inside, but just ran out of room. That was good dribbling there from Porsche Zweifel. Maybe a nutmeg there, Caden.
Is that a fine?
If she was British, yes, but unfortunately she's not British, so she's escaped that one.
You know, I'm trying.
Yeah. King on it now, tries to play the through ball to Zweifel. It was a good idea, but Zweifel I think wanted it to feet. But Bethel on it now. Tries to play forward, but 18 under pressure from Boyer, who's doing well. And then, yep, see, that's the Blue Jay press right there. Forced a mistake, but 16 does well to get out of that one. 18.
Playing it up the field.
With a nice through ball to 14, who lays it off. Thrasher goes round. Hilson back on it now. The Bethel winger. He's looking to play back. And that's a bit of a overhit through ball and safely into the clutches of Neve. Neve on it now, weighing up her options.
Looking around, looking to throw.
Yeah, I think she's going to go long again.
Yeah.
With another good kick forward, but nobody's there. But Rogers can pick up the second here. Does really well to go past 2 Bethel defenders. King on it now. Finds Boyer. Boyer with a through ball. Great through ball to Zweifel, who's on it now.
Just bounce overhead.
Finds it out to Nye. Nye with the ball in. And that is 1-0 to the Blue Jays. Great cross from Nye, and Zweifel scores again.
That was awesome.
That was very nice offense from the Blue Jays.
Just great passes. Just put it right in the top corner.
Things we love to see. We get the replay here. Nye does well, and Porsche with great finish. I'm not sure how many goals that is now for Zweifel. She's scored a fair few this season. I think she's by and large the Blue Jays' top goal scorer. There again, right place, right time. You know, no tapping, straight power. Gave the keeper absolutely no chance.
We're straight back on it with the press. It's going to be a Blue Jay throw in.
Yeah.
Looking for some runners, looking for some movement here.
And looks to be going out. I think they're signaling for a corner here, and the ref's giving it. Blue Jays straight back up the other end. Not getting complacent here. Another Sierra Boyer corner incoming. Hand goes up, ball goes in, and that's unfortunately hits the side netting. I thought that was a very good corner to start off with, but too much curlage on the old whippage. Not a bad idea from Boyer, but a bit too much curl on it. But Blue Jays find themselves in a great position here, 1-0 up against a close rival. But the job is not done yet. Not bad, with 25 minutes to go here. And that is out of bounds. Blue Jays with all the momentum now. Hopefully they can capitalise and put this game to bed. No, down the line to Zweifel. Hard one to control, but did well nonetheless. And the Blue Jays
get another throw in.
Get another throw. A lot of throw-ins on this near side. See, the Blue Jays are rocking the iPad down there on the bench. But Zweifel on it now. Loses out to number 16. 16 into 18. 18 with a nice ball through to 16, who loses it to the other number 16, Haven Deckinger. Rogers on it now. Tries to find the through ball. And that looks to be going out for, we'll know in a second, a corner. Rogers looked to be offside there, but linesman not giving.
You know, it seems like less than a minute ago we scored and already back in on our second corner kick.
Oh, it's our third now, I think. Yeah, third. Third or
I mean, since we scored.
Oh,
since
yes,
we scored
yes, absolutely.
We scored a minute ago and already got back in on 2 other chances.
Good ball in.
It's a great
and
ball.
That crossed the line. Goalmouth scramble here.
That
Deckinger looked to head it in, but it was a great clearance off the line from the Bethel defender.
There was a lot of stuff going on in that box just there.
That was a true goalmouth scramble. Hilson on it now with time and space. Rogers on the ball. Looking for the cross. It's a great ball in. What can Porsche do? Oh, that's a great bit of defending, I think. But the Blue Jays not happy, looking for a penalty. Did she get the ball there, Caden?
You know, it's kind of hard to tell from up here.
Yeah. But Jimenez turned. 14 on it now.
Made a good drive up.
Yeah,
now they're just looking for some quick passes and
looking for a cross in, but that is straight to Neve. Big penalty shout here though, early on. Well, I say early on. It's halfway through the half. Coach Gaskell not happy. Oh, we'll see it now. Oh no, this is the goal now scramble. Oh no, that's great defending.
Yeah,
there
that's
from
glorious.
Bethel. But Zweifel's on her bike here, using her pace, keeps it in. Does well.
Can we
what
get
can she do? And
bobbles it.
Bobbles it, but she's got. Oh, she skins the defender. Plays it into Deckinger. Oh, what a save from the Bethel keeper.
Can we get on it for a second?
That's a great. You see that? That was a great save from the Bethel keeper. Absolutely fantastic goalkeeping. King on it now. Tries to find Zweifel, but King finds herself back on it, working hard as always. Zweifel now on it. Tries to. Oh, and she does well to wriggle free. And
just over the top.
Blaze it just over the bar.
Good soccer going on right now.
You mean good football?
Hey, you know where you're at?
Here, in here, with you.
Joel H. Ween Stadium, man.
Yeah.
It's located in Hillsboro, Kansas.
Narrowly over the bar. I think Zweifel used up all her energy to get free, and then the shot was a bit rushed, perhaps a bit tired there from Zweifel, but doing well nonetheless. But penalty shout for the Blue Jays, like I was saying before we went on the attack. But from up here, at least from my point of view, it looked like she got the ball, but it's a
I was kind of thinking the Bethel defender got in between her and the ball, and
yeah, it's just you make contact with the ball first. But if it is a penalty, if she didn't get the ball, it's unlucky for the Blue Jays. But if she did get it, then that was good defending.
It's in the past now.
It's in the past now. But Hilson with the ball at the line, and that's going to go out for a throw-in. Deep into
Deep
Bethel.
throw-in.
Deep throw-in. Perhaps a bit deeper than where she was stood, but Bethel forced into a substitution here. Number 11 coming on for number 6, who looks to maybe picked up a little injury. Not entirely sure. But anyways, she looks to be wearing the tape or the bandages, so maybe she was injured before. But number 26 also coming on for Bethel, replacing number 5. $20 minutes to go here in the half. Blue Jays, no substitutions as of yet.
It's pretty awesome. I've only been here for a short while, but seeing how much the program's grown since I've been here, just looking down on the bench, I think in this game last year we might have had, a handful of subs.
Yeah.
To now having 3 benches full of people.
Things we love to see. Things we love to see. And clearance by Bethel, headed away by Jimenez. King on it now. Who loses
Can she
out?
stay with it?
Who loses out to number 14? Yep, but
14's been doing a great job for Bethel, just
Yeah.
making.
been absolutely everywhere for Bethel so far. But 7 on it now. He's another good player.
Play
Plays
it up to 14.
Plays it.
Looking for a cross in.
That's actually a really good ball, but no one's making the run for Bethel.
No runs. Just gonna scoop it up by Neve, and
That was a good ball in. But Gaskell not going to his bench yet.
Neve's looking for someone to play it too. Looks like she's going long again.
Yep. I mean, it's been working for Tabor so far. Miscommunication from Bethel, but which means they give it straight back.
From what I've seen is
good turn by
we've been
King.
doing really well at passing it around in the back, and they're not high pressing. So I'd really like to see them try and play it out of the back a few times in this half.
Yeah, exactly.
Just see how it works before anything gets changed up in the second.
Yeah. The Blue Jays, like I said before, playing under heavy pressure and doing well. Good job remaining composed.
Gonna be a ball back to the goalkeeper.
Rolls it out to number 16. Who's playing middle of a back 3, but looks to venture forward quite a lot. Bit of a wayward pass there for number 26 to Nye. Nye switches it over to Boyer, but unfortunately loses out, and Bethel retain it. That's a decent ball over to number 7, who gets on it here. Good dribbling there from number 7.
Nye's just staying on it.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant dribbling. But unfortunately, loses out. 25, yeah, that looks to be a foul, but advantage played, and that is wide and over. Wover.
You know, it's halfway up the
goalpost.
The goalpost. Not even the goalpost. That is the football post.
But anyways, substitution now for
Tabor.
Tabor.
The first one.
Annalise Wines coming on, and Sierra Boyer making way.
It's like Neve signaling for another long ball.
Yep.
Telling everybody to step up.
Good long ball. Flicked on.
Oh.
And Portia's rifles away here. Can she get it?
It's not going to be quick enough.
Keeper taking no chances. Ventura with the header. Can she find Rogers? That was a good flick on, but no forward runner there for the Blue Jays. Bethel's struggling at times to contain the offensive pressure from Zweifel and Rogers.
I think we're doing a great job just condensing.
Here she goes. And that wins another corner. Good dribbling there from the sophomore. And that's another substitution coming now for the Blue Jays. Mariana Ballesteros looking to enter the fray. And who's she coming off for? Coming off for Portia Zweifel. Gaskell finally going to his bench. Not like we said earlier, the Blue Jays have a lot more depth this year and a lot more talent they're able to come off the bench, which is good for keeping the intensity high and not dropping the standards. But Reagan King on the corner now. Swung in. Oh,
Great corner.
Another goal mouth scramble. It is everywhere, but
Into the keeper's hands now.
into the keeper's hands. Who's done well for the Threshers so far. She made that.
She's done a great job.
Very-
A couple really awesome saves.
Yeah. She had that one from Zweifel down to her right-hand side. It was a good save. Another long kick from Bethel. But straight back to the Blue Jays. And Rogers on it now. Finds Annalise Wines out to Hilson. Hilson now.
Great find.
Great find down the line to Ballesteros. Cut out by Bethel.
It's going to be another Blue Jay throw-in. There has been a lot of throw-ins this half.
Yeah, there has been. All in Bethel's half, which I think shows the tide of the game. But Rogers does well to wriggle free from her man, and that's a shot. And that is wide.
Great opportunity.
Good opportunity, but
I love to see people just shooting. I mean,
yeah.
if it doesn't go in, I mean,
From a
it's at least a shot.
from
It's a chance.
From
you
a
know?
coaching standpoint, it's honestly better if they shoot, and rather than not at all, I'd rather them shoot and miss than not shoot at all and give the ball away. Shows intent.
Seen a lot less of people trying to dribble all the way through.
Yep.
Get into that 1v1 situation with a keeper, which, I mean, for a striker or anyone up top, that's a dream situation, a 1v1.
Yep, exactly.
Sometimes you have to take those less than ideal scenarios if you're actually trying to convert on a goal.
Yep, exactly. But Bethel now with a throw-in. With 14 minutes left in the half here, still 1-0 Tabor. Tabor with most of the big chances here. If they get another one before the break, but Ventura gives it away but wins it straight back. If Blue Jays can get another one before the break, that'll set them up very nicely going into the second half. Good composed play there from Jimenez to find Hilson. Hilson now into Wines. Wines tries to play it out to Hilson, but number 4 does well to step, but Hilson wins it back.
Keeping it in.
Freshman not afraid to get stuck in, but Bethel, I was about to say Bethel retain it, but give it away. Ballesteros on now. Rogers
looking out
into
wide,
King.
looking for a great long ball. If we can just,
Yep.
a little too much on it.
But the intent is there from the Blue Jays. Absolutely, the intent is there. The forward passes, and I think if we keep trying it, one of them will be the killer ball that we need.
First time Bethel's trying to play out of the back from a goal kick.
Yep.
Looks to be working.
I think Bethel might have changed formation here. It kind of looks like they might have gone into a back 4. If you're seeing what I'm seeing, maybe? Yeah.
See how they level out. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. I'm kind of not sure what they're doing tactically here, but Deckinger on it now. Finds Hilson. Hilson, good pass inside to Wines. What can Wines do? Wines back to Jimenez. Jimenez now. All the way back to Mulrooney. Mulrooney under some pressure here. With a decent ball out to Hilson.
Just over the top.
Just over the top. She's not the tallest, Hilson, so that's a bit of a tough one to control. But not a bad ball by any means by Neve. And another substitution about to come on for the Blue Jays. A double substitution, I think. Alana Hernandez, freshman from Costa Rica. Bethel now, not a lot of options going forward. Blue Jays doing well defensively, and Wines is getting stuck in. Good job there from Wines in the up. That looks to be a foul.
We have Blue Jay ball.
Blue Jay ball.
Just sounds good, doesn't it?
It
Blue
does.
Jay ball.
Blue Jay ball. We're playing Blue Jay ball. Jimenez now with a long driven ball. Oh.
Through. Made it through the back line, but
Made it through the back line. I don't think Rogers and Ballesteros expected it to go all the way through, but that's just fine if you're a Bethel player. On it now. Oh, excuse me, lost my words. But Bethel on it now. Striker 13 seemed to look to take a hand in the face, but referee's not giving the foul. But Bethel on it nonetheless. 13 now misses out for King, but King gives it away to number 7. 7 now on it to 16. 16 finds 14, who's been the danger.
Yeah, she's been everywhere.
The danger player for Bethel. Number 7, who's also been decent for Bethel. Finds number 25. 25, and Nye does well there. Very, very good defensive player though as well. Nye, you know, despite her offensive prowess, she's very good defensively. Jimenez out to Hilson. Hilson using her pace. Unfortunately, gets shut down there, but winds on it now to Hilson. Hilson tries to find Rogers, but it's cut out. But Rogers gets on the ball after a heavy touch from 16. Jimenez now swings it into Pearson. Pearson now weighing up her options. Find Hilson again. Hilson with the forward ball. No, didn't look to be offside, but according to the linesman, she was. Maybe she came from an offside position. You know, I'm not a referee, and it's a tough job. You know, I've refereed a game before, and I said never again. So
they just roll it up about 5 yards though.
Yeah,
looked like he's still standing where they called it.
Yeah. Bethel now to number 25. Jimenez in close pursuit, and that looks to be a goal kick for Tabor. Here comes the substitution now. Alana Hernandez comes on, and Haley Rogers makes way. And another substitution as well for the Blue Jays. Soraya Mendoza looking to come on with the next substitution for the Blue Jays.
Looks like that's going to be right now.
It's going to be right now. Who's making
Come
way?
on for
Haley Hilson, who had a lot to do this half and she's done well. I think Soraya is going to take up a midfield position, which pushes Haven Deckinger out wide, so they can use her pace here to see out the half. Flicked on by Hernandez, unfortunately out of bounds.
Good little idea there. Bethel's gonna throw in, go back, and swing it around the backfield.
Number 3 out to the centre back here with 25 on it now, under heavy pressure. Does well to find the ball up, but given away to Ballesteros here, who tries to find Hernandez in behind. But Bethel retain it now with 26 on the ball. And King does well there. Yep, King composed as ever. And that goes out for a Tabor College throw-in. Nye on it now. Looks to work the line. Down the line. Headed away by 7. 11 on it now. Loses out to Reagan King. King with a bit of a tough through ball there for Hernandez. Maybe a bit too much on it, but not a bad idea. Oh, given away, and Hernandez did well there, but Bethel clear it. Good pressure there from Alana. Forward ball there, expertly controlled there by Ventura. Number 3 on it now. Tries to play forward, but ball finds Jimenez. Jimenez out to Deckinger. Deckinger into Ballesteros. Ballesteros now plays the through ball to Alana Hernandez. Can she get on it? Yes, she can. Blue Jays flooding forward here. Alana with the pass on the outside. Can Ballesteros keep it in? She tried, but a bit too much on it. But not good forward play there from the Blue Jays. Speaking of Blue Jays, wants to give a shout out to the assistant down there, Torrance Gonzalez. It is her birthday today.
Really?
Yeah, happy birthday, Torrance.
See if we can get a little birthday win, I guess.
That would be nice, and I'm sure Torrance would appreciate that. Wines does well to get the tackle there, but Bethel retain it. Bethel not afraid to play under heavy pressure, but this is falling right for the Blue Jays, and Ballesteros tries to play Hernandez through, but a bit too much on it. Bethel looking to go long again.
It's kind of been the play this half, just from both teams, really.
Yeah.
I mean, from Bethel's keeper especially, just when in doubt, kick it out.
Yeah. Brexit ball. But Bethel does well to split lines here. 14
to 14.
Tries to find 13, but she couldn't get on it, and that is back with Tabor. Ventura down the line to 7, but 7 cuts it out. 13 now on the ball. Tries to play over the top. Jimenez trying to deal with it, but that's good composed defending there. Heads it back to Neve. We'll have a bit of composure at the back.
Great defensive play.
Yeah.
Just good ball knowledge, I mean.
But Jimenez on it now. Time and space. Finds Annalise Wines. Wines through to Ballesteros. Tries to play a ball over the top, and she does, and Hernandez is on it here. Alana Hernandez is in here. Oh, and she goes down, and that's a penalty.
It's going to be a PK?
That's a penalty. Alana Hernandez did very, very well to get the right side of the Bethel defender and got in the right place, and she's been brought down. Penalty to the Blue Jays, and she looks to be...
She's still sitting down there.
She looks to be in a bit of discomfort. We hope she's okay.
She's hopping up.
Getting back to her feet.
Who do you think's going to be taking the PK?
I'm not too sure. No one seems in any hurry to take it. I think it might be Ballesteros who's going to take it. Who played the initial through ball for Hernandez to run onto. Ballesteros now over the PK. And that's a good penalty. 2-0 to the Blue Jays. Ballesteros on the score sheet.
Got her in one of my classes. She told me she was looking for another goal today.
Yeah, and she did it.
Scored in the last home game as well.
Yeah. Good PK from Ballesteros. Wrong foot the goalkeeper.
We're coming into the final minutes of this half.
Yeah.
Up 2-0.
Yeah.
A good place to be for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, I think Ballesteros gave the keeper the eye and sent her the wrong way. And we have another substitution here for the last 4 or so minutes of the half. And Piper Frogden's made her way into the game, replacing Taylor Nye. But that's wonderful for the Blue Jays. But despite the PK, we have to give Alana Hernandez some credit for making the run and staying on it. You know, she could have just given up, but she stayed on it and won the team a PK. So things we love to see. But 14 on it now. Plays it inside with 11 on it now, and just over the bar.
Looks like Neve had that covered.
Yeah,
definitely had a hand up there at least.
Yep. But the Blue Jays can't switch off here. You know, the old adage is you're most vulnerable when you've just scored. So, despite the scoreline, the game's not done, and they do say 2-0 is the most dangerous scoreline in football. Neve looking to go long, see out the half now. With just a little under 3 minutes left here in the half. Neve goes long. Looking for Soraya, but not giving in that. Bouncing around here. We're playing pinball here at Joel Lynch Wayne Stadium, and that's another long ball from King, and Hernandez will give chase.
Playing it back to the keeper, who's
taking no chances, no nonsense.
Get it out of here.
If in doubt, kick it out. Bit of a multi-ball system going on for the Blue Jays.
You know, just kicking it out, it's not necessarily a bad idea, especially when you're under heavy pressure, but there's definitely some times. I think that's something I've been realizing recently. Just take a time, take a touch.
Just read the situation.
Exactly.
King tries to play the ball in, but that's straight into the clutches of the goalkeeper. Bethel on it now in the midfield. 14 lays it off to 11. 11 now. Plays it. Tries to play number 7, but Piper cuts it out. And Hernandez has been everywhere since she's been on. Good work there from the freshman. Piper on the ball now. Weighing up her options from the throw-in. Throws it down the line to Ballesteros. 16 under heavy pressure, but does well to clear it out. And that's another Blue Jay throw-in.
Very deep into the opponent's half.
Yeah. With 1 minute left to go here in the half. Oh, nutmeg there from Piper. Ball into Alana Hernandez, who rushed the shot. Don't think she realised that she had more time than she did.
I think that was more of supposed to be a touch. That's what it looked like to me, but
I think she tried to shoot, but I don't think she realised she had a little bit more time. But that's okay. 1 minute left to go here. Bethel now on the attack. Jimenez misses out, gives it away to the danger player number 14. 14 with the ball inside to 13, who miscontrols it, and winds will clear out. Hernandez on it now with a heavy first touch and cleared away by Bethel. The battle to keep it in the midfield, but Sarai is there cutting it out.
7's been doing some really good stuff between her and 14.
Yeah, but
on Bethel's team.
The Blue Jays have done well, but Alana Hernandez.
One final long ball.
Gives chase. Can she keep it in? No, she can't. And that ticks out the half here. Blue Jays 2, Bethel 0. Goal scorers Ballesteros and Portia Zweifel. Good half from the Blue Jays, a lot of dominance. Bethel looking dangerous at times, particularly on the counter-attack. But otherwise, a fairly dominant display there from the Blue Jays. Caden, what are your thoughts, my friend?
I think it's been a really good first half. I mean, there's been a lot of composed soccer, a lot of really good passes. Same time, just a few missed long balls.
Yeah. But Blue Jays will be looking to keep the momentum going into the second half and hopefully get this win. We're going to take a quick break here. Unfortunately, I will be leaving you as I've got to prepare to coach the men's game, but I will be leaving you in the very, very capable hands of Caden Wilson. So it's been a pleasure, as always, and I'll be seeing you soon. God bless.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of tonight's KCAC women's soccer match between the visiting Bethel College Threshers and your Tabor College Blue Jays. My name is Nate Howard. I'm the Tabor College Sports Information Director, joined by Caden Wilson. There is a distinct lack of British presence up here for this second half. But nevertheless, we are glad you are joining us for this second half of play here. Blue Jays scored 2 big goals here in the first 45. Caden, they're really looking strong so far.
So far, it's been pretty good. A lot of great passes. Only thing we've been lacking is long balls. Just been a little off today, but hoping to clear that up in the second half and just have a great game.
So Blue Jay throw in there.
Just
looks like it's going to roll right past the back touchline there. It's going to set up a Thresher goal kick.
in the first half, they were playing long balls for just about everything, and by the looks of the players on the field, that's what they're going to do in this half as well. First goal kick comes in as a long ball, goes straight out of bounds.
And that is J.C. Scott out between the pipes for the Threshers. She's a sophomore out of Edmond, Oklahoma.
She's been doing a really great job. The score might not reflect that, but she's had some really great saves.
Yeah, I would say I'm really impressed with her goalkeeping abilities thus far, and it's kind of, watching this Tabor side. It's been kind of hard to have a great day between the pipes, but even down 2-0, she's still having a really, really solid day.
It's going to be a great through ball. See if we can get anyone in the box.
Looking for a cross here. Taylor Nye pokes it forward, tried to get it to Reagan King, lost it for a second.
Back up, bouncing around just outside of the 18, and attempt to send it back to reset, but looks like the Thrashers get a hold of the ball. Sent it down. It's going to be a Bethel throw-in.
And Caden, Bethel's record does not reflect how good of a team they are. Being able to play teams like Northwestern within a goal. Hastings is always a really, really good club. And they got a couple good draws. Texas Wesleyan at home, and then on the road in Dallas at Paul Quinn. So they're they have tested themselves. Their record does not show at all how good of a side they are.
They've been traveling on a lot. I've heard that. But all in all, everyone's been doing a good job on both sides. But two people that keep coming up are, for the Bethel side at least, number 7 and 14. Those two have been doing amazing on the ball.
So, number 7, Amanda Valladares.
She's got the ball right now. Going up, looking for a cross in.
This is a solid cross. Given the pressure, and looks like Valladares is down right now.
She's on the ground right now. They're going to go check on her.
I would guess here in a minute we'll see a stoppage of play.
Yeah, they've got the clock off now. Not exactly sure what happened. I don't know if they'll replay that at all, but
certainly hope she's all right.
As much as we want to win for the Blue Jays, you never want to see anyone get hurt on the field. That does look like a little bit of a late tackle.
just looking at this Bethel side a little bit, they have a really incredibly young side.
I think they've added a lot of talent. I think compared to last year, they're doing really good.
When it's hard, like we just touched on, it's hard to go on the road. They start out their season with back-to-back games at GPAC opponents up in Iowa. They had Northwestern, and then they turn around the next day and they're at Dort. I mean, that is a hard road trip. Just coming from somebody who has watched GPAC teams for the last couple years. My sister played up at Concordia, and so getting to watch them play and how good those teams are, Northwestern and Dort. I mean, just the scheduling that Coach Lepaki has done for Bethel. He's got a very, very tough schedule, and I mean, once these girls get deep into conference play, they're going to be really battle tested.
Looks like Valadares is back up. She seems to be moving fine right now.
It's always really, really good to see them get up and bounce back, not having to get helped off the field, and that's always a fantastic sign.
They did sub her out, but at least, yeah, like you said, she's walking on her own. It's always a plus. And I talked about it last half. We've been playing a lot of long balls, and there it looked like we were going to try and play out of the back a little bit. Still went with the long ball. Running through the middle right now. Trying to get it out to a wide. It's a little bit like pinball right now.
Yeah, Reagan King was able to fight, get it out of there, get it back to Jasmine Ventura.
Pass is going to be out of bounds for a Bethel throw in. And there it is again, number 14 on the ball. I mean, she did a great job dribbling around, just lost her footing there for a minute. It's going to be a good cross. See if we can make anything about it. Oh, is anyone in the box? There it is. There was a 1v1 there. And Bethel's just going to kick it out of bounds for a Tabor throw-in deep in their half.
Well, this series is, it's a treat for soccer fans to watch. It's been going every year since 1995, and in at least the stats that we have compiled, the record it's pretty much dead even. 12-12 and with 3 draws since 1995 when Blue Jay Soccer started for the women. So that's it is always a very exciting series to watch. If you don't know much about schools in the KCAC or Tabor and Bethel, Tabor and Bethel are about 25, 28 minutes apart. Tabor and Hillsboro, obviously, and then Bethel down in North Newton. And so just the proximity of the two programs, that makes it fun. But then if you go back, look at the history of the two schools, Tabor was founded as a Mennonite Brethren school. Bethel founded as a General Conference Mennonite school. And so they've got some of those institutional roots that just across all sports, it's become a great rivalry.
I think wherever you go, you got to have some kind of a rivalry going on, just some good competition that you can look back on, and some great through balls coming in.
Pearson clears it out for the Blue Jays. Mallory Pearson doing a great job on that back line, and she has been, Caden, I tell you what, she has been a staple on that Blue Jay back line ever since she's been here.
And she's a dual sport athlete, is that correct?
Yeah. She's also on the women's basketball team, and she's I believe she's a 4.0 student too. So just the amount of commitment, and it's always good to see she's staying for her graduate year right now. That's always fantastic to see. And I love that the NAIA does that. I love that. I love that that's a big thing for the KCAC schools. You don't just, you're here for a sport, but you're not.
Yeah, definitely.
And there's a huge emphasis on that.
I think that's something you see in, NAIA, but also when you look at some upper levels like D3s. D3s don't give out athletic scholarships, so, between us, or I guess a D3 college, just focusing on academics, and we do have a lot of academic standards here at Tabor. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Let's see what Neve wants to do with it. See if we want to try playing out of the back again or go long.
It's been really great having Neve back in the box for the Blue Jays. She kind of got a late start to her season, big sophomore campaign after a little injury during fall camp. But nevertheless, it is awesome to see her back there. She was incredible for Tabor a season ago.
Oh, yes, definitely. She decided to go with the long ball, which ended up turning it over. Number 14 dribbling around. Gives it back to number 4. Trying to swing across. And we're going to keep the pressure up on the ball. And try. It's going to be a Blue Jay throw-in now.
Well, and as widespread as this match is so far, with you got a 2-0 score on the board right now. But one thing you love to see is the pressure on both sides is not letting up. It just makes for a fantastic match to watch.
Definitely. The score might not reflect. That's a gorgeous through ball.
Haley Hilson trying to make the cross there.
Keeper came out for the 1v1, and that ball is just going to go a little high outside of the football uprights. But what I was saying was the score might not reflect it, but I think the sides are pretty well matched right now. It seems to be really good competition for each other. Looks like Bethel's going to go with another long ball. Still have yet to see them play out of the back.
King with it now, gets it over to Deckinger.
Another great through ball if we can get onto it. It's just going to be a little fast-paced for us. We got to start those runs just a little bit sooner.
J.C. Scott with the goal kick here for the Threshers.
There it is again, another long ball. I guess if you got it, use it, but...
Good ball by Deckinger, just kind of gets lost in the mix there. She was trying to get it up to Portia Zweifel. And there's the unicorn, Mallory Pearson, kind of getting into the mix in the midfield there. And I think she had a goal or two a season ago.
Here's going to be a 1v1. He's just going to come out and collect.
Great awareness there by Neve Mulrooney.
Pretty textbook there for a 1v1. Waited till that touch just got a little out of control, and she went for it. Blue Jays have the ball a little contested there. Neve's just going to play it out.
Right now we'll take a quick look while we can at some of the scores from around the conference. Oklahoma Wesleyan went down and played went up and played a non-conference match up in Olathe, Kansas at Mid-American Nazarene. Left with a 2-0 result. Big for the conference there. Avila went over to Park. That's just about a 20-minute drive for them, and they did not fare as well.
It's an intense score.
Yeah, they dropped a 7-2 decision at Park. Coming from watching Park a lot, that's a really good side. But now we're looking over at Kansas Wesleyan Mid-America Christian, another non-conference contest, and that's dead even at 1 apiece at halftime. St. Mary is up on Stevens College out of Columbia, Missouri, 2-1 at half. So we've got some good.
Bethel's got possession of the ball. It's going to be down just in front of our 18-yard line. Going to play out wide and just gets lost to, looks like Nye.
And I do apologize. We were reading off of the wrong date. So I was wondering why we were having so much non-conference on a conference day. But it said it was today, but it was back on a couple weeks ago.
It's a great block by Mallory. An amazing save by Neve just to get cleared out. That's going to be a gorgeous replay. Looks like Neve just got a hand on it. Yeah, look at that.
Oh, my goodness. That's got to be the save of the week right there.
That's something we love to see. He's going to give them a corner kick.
I think that needs to be like a Sports Center top 10 something. So
I
far,
feel like Neve would find herself on that list a little too often.
I was gonna say if our producers are hearing us, I think that needs to go into consideration.
Now in the game for the Blue Jays.
But now looking at some actual results from matches around the conference. McPherson went down to Sterling earlier this afternoon, left with a 4-0 victory.
Yeah, that's something it's going to be good to look at later. We took a 0-0 draw at McPherson last week.
Coach Ian Thompson has that squad rolling. They're looking pretty solid, but in typical Thompson fashion, he had to make that match against Tabor a draw.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure on the Blue Jays right now. Bethel's doing really good at keeping possession of the ball down on our side of the field, and the Blue Jays just can't seem to clear it out right now.
And even more, that's just like we were talking about, a testament to how good this match is. There's going to be pressure from both sides up until the final whistle blows.
That ball just barely squeaked by a couple feet coming out of bounds there. That's going to be another Bethel throw-in really deep into our half.
Regina Mendoza with the throw.
And looks like we're trying to clear that ball out. And there it is. Annalise just got into the field, and she's already making some amazing plays, just getting the ball out. Looking for a switch maybe. There she is again on the ball.
Tabor going with some nice short passes here.
That's what we like to see, just those short, quick,
accurate, consistent.
And we're just going to bounce it around our backfield for a little bit until we can play out. And
King gets tripped up a little bit. I think that was pretty clean, though.
ref thought so, at least. And that's going to be a great long ball if we can get to it, and just another one of those just a little too far.
Nye just couldn't get there.
It's kind of been the story of the match so far.
Well, if this holds, it would be a solid result for Coach Tom Gaskell's squad. And we've watched them all season so far, and it has been a night and day difference from a season ago. I think it's just some of that development. They've got a lot of the same girls back.
I mentioned it earlier in the first half, but just looking down on the bench, there's so many more girls out on the roster than there were last year. I don't know if that's something we can pull out just to see the roster from last year, but Blue Jays get tripped up with the ball around center field. Bethel's going to come away with it. Blue Jays clearing it back out, up to giving it to number 3 on Bethel.
So a season ago, the Blue Jays had 29 on the roster, and this year is about 40. So you have probably about 11 or 12 more.
Yeah, that's
than
another
you had
team.
a season ago, and that's we talk about it all the time with the men, where you almost have a whole nother starting 11 on the bench, and that's even as the season continues to roll on, that's what we've seen from Coach Gaskell's side, is that they are deeper than they have been in a long time.
Yeah. Now, it looks like we have an injury out on the field. Blue Jay. Amazing trainer, Jim Moore, coming out to check on her.
Hoping it's nothing serious, obviously, but it's good to see Haley Rogers get up there. Today could be a day of cramps. It is significantly warmer out right now than it was even this morning. The weather, this Kansas weather is just bipolar right now. It'll be 50 degrees and rainy in the morning, and then 80 in the afternoon and sunny.
This morning I was debating about putting on a rain jacket and my hoodie, and now the only reason I got this jacket on is because we keep the AC up.
Yeah, I was glad to get in this box for the second half. We had a bit too many Californians in the other boxes, and they
like it toasty.
Oh man,
I'd much rather have to put on extra clothes than the alternative, I guess.
Oh, I know. I'm ready for some of this fall weather to finally get in gear.
Blue Jay throw in. Played up another great through ball. If we can just get someone in the box.
And I mean,
Portia's going
to try to do it herself if she can.
And
back out to Nye.
He's going to put it up. And first time we're seeing Bethel play out of the back here, and doesn't seem to work out.
Hilson coming in, trying to cross it to, well, it looked like maybe Portia.
Yeah, ball's still in play. Never went out of bounds. Can't speak too soon, but there's that cross coming up.
Annalise getting in there. Good save there by J.C. Scott.
Brought down by Bethel's keeper, and now it looks like they're going to look to go wide again, or long again. I liked that she tried to go short the last time, play it out of the back. It just didn't end up working out.
Well, to play short kind of like that, you just have to have.
You got to know when to do it.
when you have to have a really experienced veteran back line. And that's something that not a lot of sides can do, especially at this level. And that's okay. They're not necessarily there for that. But
when you look at it, you got to also look at what the field's looking like. What's going on the pitch? It looked like she just played it to the wrong side. There was a couple people that were able to contest her over there. It's going to be a Blue Jay throw-in deep in our half now, trying to come out with it.
Taylor Nye with the throw.
Throwing it to 16.
Behaving Deckinger.
I got to study this roster sheet, get the numbers down.
Hey, it takes a minute, but once you know it, you'll never forget.
Hey, you've been doing this for long enough, It's another good long ball if we can get there before it rolls out of bounds. And it looks like we can.
I think
trying to keep it in.
I think I've seen some of these rosters so much that you see an athlete in the hallway and you know exactly who it is, and which it makes it cool getting to say hi to people and just they have an extra friendly face I can talk to. But another Blue Jay throw. It looks like Taylor Nye was on that one.
Yeah, and that was deep into their half. Like Bethel's coming out with it. They are playing through. Good first touch from. That's amazing footwork from number 14. That looked like ball to me, but she's on the ground, and it looks like they might be giving her a kick. We might be able to see the replay on that, but for now, let's just hope she's all right.
At first blush, I wouldn't say it's a booking. It could be.
We'll have to look here again. Coming in, contact was with the ball, but I think number 13 just got a little tripped up. We're going to see what the ref has to say. It's kind of moments like this where you wish the refs had replay like they do in American football. Be able to.
You wish they had the replay.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Although replay would be nice. Just some of the logistics that goes into having all that does not make it fun. But you never think about that when you're watching a game on TV or something.
Yeah.
But it would be. I think that's coming soon though. Which I think all jokes aside, just having some VAR would be really good.
I think for any sport,
for our level.
I think for any sport, really, no matter what side you're on, which team you're on, it's really good to have just for a sportsmanship of it, And number 13 looks to be walking off.
Yeah, it's really, really good to see. And that's Malaysia Lark, and she is such a key piece to this Thresher offense here. Remember seeing her a season ago. Just one of the better players on this Bethel side. It looks like she's well enough to be getting ready to come back in.
And going in for is going to be number 8.
That'll be Madeline Proust, sophomore out of McKinney, Texas.
Looking at the roster, there is a lot of Texas, which I don't know if that's common for some of the schools in the area, but
it kind of depends, and you kind of see it like each school has kind of their preference, and you almost see it when you almost see it like a blanket over the department. Like I think Bethel, like as long as I've been around the KCAC, I think Bethel's been generally heavy Texas. Tabor is generally heavily Midwest or California. Some of these other sides are, heavily international.
Yeah.
But I think it's almost a blanket preference, but
I can only really speak to the men's side of things, but I think we're definitely pretty heavy on the international side. A lot of schools in the KCAC are when it comes to the men's side. But even then, it's not like it's one specific country or one specific area. There's just so many different countries. And then when you look at the guys in the States, so many different states. Just people from all over coming together to make one big cohesive team and family. It's just really awesome to watch. Seeing different play styles mesh together. And that's going to be a great through ball.
Good cross to Ballesteros and just misses it.
That is a great shot opportunity.
She has been such a great addition to this Blue Jays side, coming over from Florida Memorial, another NAIA program down in Miami Gardens, Florida. But
keeper had an amazing save there. They're going to give us the corner kick. Scott is actually doing some amazing things down there in between the sticks. And corner kick's up. Another corner kick headed out by, is that number 25?
Some fresh legs in for Tabor. That's number 8, Dakota Shea. It's a freshman out of Littleton, Colorado.
Second kick comes in. It's going back out. Blue Jays regain possession. Looking for someone to pass to.
Shea on the ball, and she's got some great footwork.
Out of bounds. Looks like that's going to be a Blue Jay ball. Blue Jay throw in.
It'd be huge if it is. There's Taylor Nye with the throw, and that's what you need if you're Tabor.
And they're going to give a free kick to Blue Jays. It looked like maybe a little push in the back on that pass.
Little friendly hug there.
Yeah. A free kick from this area can be dangerous for the Thrashers. And ball's in. Looks like we're going to be offsides there. Otherwise, would have been a great goal.
I was going to say, fantastic ball by Mariana Ballesteros once again. But just, you kind of saw it coming even before the side judge put his flag up. But would have been a great goal.
There it is again, number 14, just Bethel's wild child coming up on the ball.
And that's
Melanie's going to clear it out.
That's Beth Lloyd. She's a senior out of Manchester, England. She's kind of been one of the Threshers' anchors over the last 2 years. Junior college transfer out of Itawamba Community College down in Mississippi. It's a good Division I junior college side. Good boot there by Neve.
Neve's ball recovered by Blue Jays. They're going to give advantage to the Blue Jays just because we held on to possession. Ball's going up. And it's tipped by number 3. Confused if they're giving it an offsides call. Number 3 is the one, Bethel number 3 is who kicked it.
Kind of weird to have an offsides call there at that particular part of the play. But that is why you and I are not down on the pitch.
I was about to say that there's a reason they get paid for this, and
we don't. We get paid for all the other stuff, and
you do.
We can tell you all the other stuff, but whether it's the right call or not, I I gave up my officiating before I graduated high school.
Looks like to be another offsides call. I really thought that was a perfectly played ball. Just like we were saying, you know. Does seem to be a little discomfort from number 25 there on Bethel's lineup.
That's Melanie Ruiz. Another one of those freshmen here.
.14 on the ball. And honestly, that's just the name of the game right now is condense, make it hard, challenge Bethel, and force them to make a mistake. I think that's really the Blue Jay motto right now. It's like 13's coming back in, and 11 is going in for 25.
It's really good to see Malaysia Lark back out there for the Threshers. Just a pivotal piece to their side, and she's only a sophomore. That's the scary thing. We've got to watch her for 2 more years, and she's only going to get better.
Could be another Blue Jay throw in. It's a great throw. That is very long.
King on the ball now, gets it back down to Pearson. Well, it looked like it was going to Pearson. Gonna end up going to pass it by, send it down to Neve. Thresher's trying to make it push here. Get the ball off of Deckinger.
This could be another Blue Jay throw.
But it is going to be a Blue Jay throw.
Just another great throw. I definitely think she's the Blue Jays long thrower.
Talk about another solid sophomore this time for the Blue Jays at Haven Deckinger, and she's a dual sport athlete.
What else is she playing?
She plays women's basketball.
Basketball as well, right on.
Yeah,
it's good to see just some athletic monsters on the field, I guess.
Oh yeah, and she got some decent playing time in the KCAC tournament last spring.
Okay.
For Coach Sean Reed and his squad. But just, man, these girls do it all.
Okay, that one was very interesting to watch. It's like a little confusion on the pitch.
There's going to be a stoppage.
And are they going? Okay, just a drop ball back to the keeper. Clock's back going, and Neve's going to boot it up to Taylor. Ball is going to come back. Boot it forwards. We're going to lose possession to Bethel. And Neve's just going to collect again. Neve's been putting on a solid performance coming back from that quad injury, I believe. There it is again. That one was gorgeous. Neve played a long ball up the field, header further up, and Blue Jays had the ball for a minute.
Ball out of bounds. It initially looked like could have been a Blue Jay throw, but I think they are going to give it to Bethel.
Looks like we might have a Blue Jay down. Is that?
Looks like Jasmine Ventura over there.
She's signaling that she's able to play, but just judging off how she's walking, I'm not sure. Yeah, looks like they're going to sub her off for number 99.
It's Aaliyah Hershey who's coming on for her, and looks like Ventura's in a lot of pain.
Now in the game for the Blue Jays, number 99, Vanessa Chavez.
What's going on now? It's like a Blue Jay free kick. So within danger zone. See if she's going to ask for 10 yards, 10 steps. And ref's going to walk them out. Make sure nobody's too close.
A solid kick there.
And that was a great run at the goal, just off the crossbar. Went back to another Blue
JC
Jay.
Scott, what a night she is having. Just making some crucial saves there for Bethel.
I mean, ball coming off the crossbar, came in off another header, and she collected under pressure. It's a tough thing to accomplish. And she's going to go back with another long ball. Blue Jays are going to regain possession around midfield, play a long ball. Watching the
Rogers on
offsides.
it now.
Another one off the
Rogers
crossbar.
just doinks off of the where
Crossbar.
the two crossbars connect.
Yeah. These are some great shots, great opportunities coming in, and that's what I really like to see.
Hard to see. Let me pull up the stats here to see just how many shots on goal Tabor's had tonight.
You know, overall between men's and women's, I think that's the thing that we've gotten best at or improved the most at since last season. Just putting up shots.
Okay, so before I show you the total, any guesses on shots and shots on goal?
Shots on goal, I'm gonna say 6 or 7.
Okay.
And shots total, I'm gonna put it like maybe 10.
All right, so 15 total shots.
Okay.
And 8 shots on goal.
I think I was pretty close, pretty good guessing. I was gonna go a little higher than 10, but I didn't want to overshoot and then.
Now in the game for the Blue Jays, number 7, Kaylee Hanna, and number 23, Portia Zeifel.
2 more sub-ins for the Blue Jays. Gonna have a long throw. Number 3, Bethel plays it out. We're gonna have another Blue Jay throw in. We did progress a little bit. Looks like maybe 10 yards.
So with all those shots and shots on goal, J.C. Scott there for Bethel with 6 saves, which I mean is really good game. They even aside from the fact that she gave up 2 goals, but really those were.
I mean, one of them was a PK.
Yeah.
So that's something you always have to take into account. And yeah, that's going to be a free kick for Bethel. But
His Zweifel just kind of came on a little bit too hard there.
yep, pushed her out of bounds a little bit.
I wouldn't say the push was as bad as Lloyd made it out to be, but you come in and play soccer, you got to be a salesman.
You gotta. There's definitely. It's funny to look at some of the international students because Some of those, you think they might be in the theater department. And that's going to be a great long ball. And that's going to be a 1v1 inside the box.
Oh,
amazing first save.
Goal by Portia's Zweifel. Oh, my.
Amazing first save by Scott, but even coming down to the 2v1, you keep putting up those shots, you're going to end up scoring. And that makes the 16th shot of the round, 16th shot of the game. Should be the 9th shot on goal and 3rd goal for the Blue Jays.
Zweifel makes it. She makes that 1v1 look easy.
She got the crowd going.
Man,
people are excited right now.
The technique there. Here's what's crazy, Caden. Going from, and I believe I need to pull this up, but going from 0 goals a season ago to now 7 goals in the season, and we are still early on.
Yeah.
In the 2025 campaign.
This is the 3rd conference game. Is
Yeah,
that correct?
yep.
3rd conference game.
Number 26, Sophie Chavez.
There is still a lot of football left to be played, not only in this game but in the season. And Blue Jays regain possession in the attacking or in the defending third. Lose it around midfield. They're going to play it back out wide to number 4. Piper's going to challenge, and Bethel's doing great at keeping the ball moving and movement on the ground. They're going to play it back a little bit, reset, and looks like the ball goes out of bounds for a Blue Jay throw-in around half. Now it's going to be a pretty good feeling. 6 minutes left in the match, up 3-0.
What a result that would be if it holds.
Yeah, that's the dream, and just like that, we have potentially another 1v1 on goal.
This time Reagan King
took a little long.
King lets it loose.
Just wide.
Ooh.
That was a great shot.
It seems like on about half of our shots, we were just hugging that right side of the goal.
That's where they're putting it.
But, man,
Scott is really telling everyone to go wide right now. Go long.
Hey, and I don't blame her.
She has a great long ball. But just like that, we're going to try and gain possession back in the attacking third. And that's what we're going to do.
Zweifel there on the far side of the pitch. Playing a little keep away with a Bethel defender. Loses it.
And that's going to be, looks like number 7 again. Between her and 14, they're just doing amazing things on the pitch.
Got some subs coming in for the Blue Jays.
Number 11, Marin Lackey. And 17, Jordan McNeil.
Marin Lackey and Jordan McNeil.
Sir.
Lackey is a senior out of Hutchinson, Kansas, just down the road.
She's about to go to med school, actually, chiropractic school.
Man.
5 minutes left in the game. We're coming in. And they're going to play back to the keeper. Keeper's going to try and play long. Looks like Blue Jays are going to recover the ball around the midfield. And we're just going to play around with it for a little bit. Try and find someone to give the ball off to. Just like that, we're going to lose it in the midfield as well.
Well, and, if you're Bethel right now, you got to play as aggressive as you've been playing all game, if not harder.
You definitely got to be going 100% right now, and if not 100%, you got to be going 110%.
And for the most part, that's exactly what we're seeing right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of soccer going on. There is going to be a Bethel free kick, just a little shove in the back on ball. This is definitely within the danger zone here. As you see, Neve setting up a little defensive wall, two-person wall. And she's just going to play out wide, look to get the ball in the air, and just great catch by Neve. I think that's one of Neve's best attributes, just staying calm under pressure. She's going to go back long, try and get another run on goal. Give the ball back to Bethel around midfield, play it out wide. And there it is, Marin.
Good ball there by Marin Lackey, getting it up to Haley Rogers.
Marin's trying to make a run in on the left side. Definitely got to watch her offsides here.
Kaylee Hanna getting in on the action a little bit.
And there it is again, Marin just getting right in front of the ball. And now we've got to force a Blue Jay throw in.
Man, I tell you what, Marin Lackey comes into,
5 minutes left, and she's already made 3 amazing plays on ball.
Oh, I know. Like, she just a workhorse. She knows what needs to be done, and she's going to get there and do it. And that's, regardless of who you bring in.
That's what you need.
If you're Coach Gaskell, that's all you hope for.
And that's going to be a very long ball. And 14's going to pace us just a little bit, get a shot out. And
nice shot there by Lloyd, but even better save by Neve Mulrooney.
Great collapse dive there. She's going to take her time to get up and look where she wants the ball to go. Going to go long again. Gives the ball up to number 7. And Marin's trying to track that ball down. Play it outside. Throw in becomes a Blue Jay ball. Marin's running it down the field. Give it back to Bethel around middle. And ball's going to come in.
One minute remaining.
We're coming into the final minute of the game, and I mean, this has been just a great game to watch. A lot of really good stuff we've seen today.
Oh, and like as much as one-sided as the scoreboard is, it really has been a very, very even match. And if you're a soccer fan, you like to watch a little footy. That's all you can ask for. Just a very, very competitive, fun match to watch.
And this looks like Bethel's final effort to score. Had a free kick just outside of the box. And ball's going to go out of bounds. 10 seconds remaining. Watching this game makes me really excited for the season.
Just a huge, huge result for the Blue Jay side.
Got one of the men's soccer team players down on the drums right now, making some noise.
Hey, and that's awesome. You see it in pro and major college sides.
Yeah.
But
I wish we had a little better of a student section, because we would be going crazy right now if we had a few more people out here. But the girls are definitely excited, and honestly, as long as they're happy, that's what matters most.
Well, so we'll just break down a couple final things here. We'll hit refresh. So a couple. Well, if I can get it. Yeah, just well, maybe we won't. Okay, yeah, couple final things here. So, Blue Jays 17 shots to Bethel's 10.
Those are both great numbers to have.
Yeah, and normally if you've got 10 shots with 5 shots on goal, normally that's a winning game.
Yeah.
Or
definitely.
close to it. But then you have Tabor's 17 total shots and 9 shots on goal. That's kind of hard to.
You're nearing double on both of those.
Yeah. Well, just and another thing, I know you're a keeper.
Yep.
When I played, I was a keeper. Believe it or not, I played years ago. I wasn't any good, but we're going to show some love to the keepers here. J.C. Scott for Bethel with 6 saves. Neve Mulrooney with 5 of her own. I mean, that's a good day at the office.
Both of those, I mean, we watched over here. You're thinking, sports of the week save. And then over here, that 1v1 save, Scott had a lot of great saves today. That is one that she's going to have to remember because that was amazing.
Yeah, just hats off to Coach James Lapaki and his Bethel side. I really do think sooner or later, probably here in the next couple matches, they're going to get things rolling.
Yeah.
They have a side that can easily surprise a lot of teams in the conference. And they're a lot of fun to watch.
I think they're kind of known as a underdog in the conference compared to a couple of teams, and I think they have some potential to go pretty far this year. Definitely surprise some people.
Well, on that note, we have really enjoyed being here with you guys, covering this match. Just a lot of fun, and it always is. But for Caden Wilson, I'm Nate Howard, and we have really enjoyed bringing you this broadcast. We hope you'll join us next time. Pull up when the Blue Jays are back at home. They are on the road on Saturday at Ottawa University. That's a 5 p.m. kickoff time on Saturday. Next Wednesday, October 1st, they're back on the road up in York, Nebraska, taking on a decent York side there for a 3:30 p.m. kick. And then next Saturday, the big dogs come to town as last time it was updated, number 15 Oklahoma Wesleyan comes to town, and that's going to be a 5 p.m. kickoff time.
That's going to be a game to watch. I'm going to be tuning in for that game. I will not be here to help you broadcast.
Oh, but yeah, I think that's going to be, and that'll be a really good test.
Yeah, definitely. Just kind of see where we're standing at with some other teams.
So, but anyway, for Caden Wilson, my name is Nate Howard. We've really enjoyed bringing you tonight's broadcast. Want to give a special thanks to our producers, Taryn Lawler and Brett Buckingham up in the studio. They really work their tails off, and they do a heck of a job bringing you this, ESPN quality stream.
That's what I consider it.
So that's, best in the conference, one of the best in the NAIA, and that is thanks to them two up there. But we hope you all have a good night, and God bless. We'll see you next time.